Welcome back, my MMA Talk with your boy Frank, Experts Podcast. I'm back. I'm here to shit on the experts, so here we go. Um, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Nick Diaz not wanting to fight at 170, wanting to fight at 185. That just seemed like some Diaz shit. It was just like, hey, we don't want to cut the weight. Robbie accepted. Big ups to not Rory. Big ups to Robbie. I mean, he a legend, and he just liked to fight. So I think for him, it was just like, oh, I don't gotta cut weight either. Cool. All the experts coming out saying, what does this mean? Is this some deeper meaning? Like all these damn experts. Oh yeah. Oh, what's going on with Nick? Nothing. He didn't want to cut the weight, and y'all didn't make him. So everyone wins. When Conor McGregor didn't want to make the weight for the Cowboy fight, the UFC got behind it and was like, this is basically going to be just 155 is not cutting weight, and if Conor wins this, he'll be the number one contender for the belt. And it's like they sold y'all on that. I remember you experts was like, yeah, this is just two guys not cutting weight, and it's like there were a few experts, like former fighters, that were like, what are you talking about? Like, there's a big difference. But a lot of y'all was dick eating, and y'all got on the train and was like, yeah, man, this is Conor, his first fight back in a while. He doesn't want to cut the weight, but it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. But in the Diaz situation, what they do, it was like, that's what it's like dealing with the Diaz brothers, and yeah, and Robbie was just like, motherfucker, I'm a warrior. Damn. 2 minutes in, I'm already started cussing. But he's like, motherfucker, I'm a warrior. Like, I do this shit. Like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. And I feel like y'all should respect that too. And we should big Nick up the same way we did Conor. Oh yeah, man, it's just 270ers fighting at 85. And if he wins this fight, he should get Usman. Like, he's back. It's been a while for him. All the BS rhetoric that y'all spewed. I want that same rhetoric here for Diaz. But yeah, man, I'm back, man. Diaz is back. I'm gonna give you the real though. Honestly, as the date was approaching, and I haven't watched any of like the build up. Really, I watched the interviews. Like I love interviews, so I watched the interviews, press conference, how I knew about the Robbie Lawler comment, but I haven't watched any of the embeddeds, countdown. I don't care. I'm good on it. You don't need to sell this to me. It's here. It's sold. Forgot this thing has no effect when I'm doing this, but oh shit, it look crazy. Hold on. Cool. You don't need to sell me on this. I don't want to deal with the build up. I don't want to hear Volkanovski talk trash to Brian Ortega. I'm good on it. But Nick is back, man. War Diaz. You know what I'm saying? You know me. 1, 2. I'm up here 3, 4 times. Y'all already know, man. Probably one of my favorite fighters ever. But I'm gonna get y'all the real, man. I'm nervous as fuck, y'all. I am nervous. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, when the fight got made, I was like happy, excited, cool. But like, as it approached, I was like, okay. Then the weight changed. I'm like, okay. Then I seen him, and I was like, oh shit. Like, he really about to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta find what I said. He's speaking so eloquently sometimes. But it's one of them things where it's like, I haven't been this nervous since a fight since I don't know if y'all remember when Max Holloway was gonna fight Khabib on like 3-day notice or some crazy shit, and then the weight cut went bad and he couldn't make the weight, and he ended up fighting a Quinta or whatever, and he won the belt. Khabib, that is. Excuse me, I was super nervous for Holloway. I was like, I don't like this fight for you. Like, I know your takedown defense is probably good, like decent, but this is a different man, and you don't punch with power. So it's like, even if y'all are like having fisticuffs, or you just like binking him up, like eventually he's gonna get a takedown. It's gonna be over with. You know what I'm saying? So I was super nervous, but I'm nervous for Diaz, man. And like I said, I watched some interviews, and if you ever heard him talk about fighting, Nick, like the way he talks about fighting and not even liking the fight and just doing it, like it's like you can see that sometimes like he ain't in the best place. It seemed like, and listen, bro, as a motherfucker who not in the best place myself, and haven't been on and off for years. I get that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you hear him talk about fighting and it just make you nervous. Like, damn, he don't even want to be doing this shit. Why am I doing this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It make you kind of nervous that he's about to fight. You know what I'm saying? And it make you feel like, that's my controller. It makes you feel like, damn, bro, is this going to go well for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think about. I'm like, is this going to go good for him? And of course, I'm rocking with DIAZ all the way, like through and through. But I'm nervous. Robbie is a killer. Guys like Robbie, Woodley, Wonder Boy, just guys that they had their time, but they're not popping now. They get shit on a lot, and like not for good reason. Like you don't shit on them because they're like they're actually trash, but like y'all say that they're trash and shit on them because they've lost to some of the top guys, and you're like, oh, it's time to shit on them. It's like, that just showed me you motherfuckers don't understand what's going on. But like, those dudes, man, those dudes are monsters. And Robbie, yeah, they fought, what was it, 14, 17 years ago? When did they fight? 8 years, no, his fight with GSP was 8 years ago. Like, it's been a while for Nick, you know what I'm saying? But back to Robbie being a killer, like, do y'all not remember those wars Robbie was in? Like, with Rory and Connie? Like, he's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's give him his proper respect. But it's like, man, what are we even going to see from DIAZ? What's it going to look like? Like, I talked about the GSP fight. That was the last time he did, like, significant, like, fighting. And that was 8 years ago. 8 years ago. I'm 27. 8 years ago, what was I? Ooh, my math, 19? Like, 8 years ago I remember being probably in college or something. I remember seeing that fight at Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, I want to say, was that 13? 2013, yeah, it was 2013. And let me tell y'all something crazy. That card, UFC 58, 158, whatever it was, do you know who the second fight of the night was? It was TJ Dillashaw. That was his like third or fourth appearance. Like, but it's crazy because back then I didn't know him as TJ Dillashaw. We just knew him as, hey, this buddy that got knocked out by John Dodson. He trains at Alpha Male. That's all we knew. Like, he wasn't Killashaw yet. He wasn't the Snake. He wasn't this legend that we know now. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the best ever for the weight class. He was just the guy that got knocked out by Dodson. You know what I'm saying? Dodson, super fast, the fast guy. Like, that was the last time he was doing significant fighting. And it's like, that is nuts. That is nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts, man. It's been so long for him. You know what I'm saying? That Silver fight, get my point. That Silver fight was, damn, what was that, 2015? That was the last fight, 2015. 2015? Like, damn. Damn, bro. Y'all know how long ago that was? Like, that is crazy. It's just wild to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now he's back in there. Like, he's about to do it again. And what I'm really hoping for, I'm hoping Robbie goes to the wrestling. And he's like, this guy's old, and I'm gonna try to take him down. And like, though nothing about Robbie has told me that he's gonna do this. I hope that he just shoots for a takedown and gets choked, and we just be done with it. I don't want to see them boys go to war, and it being 5 rounds and stuff. Like, I don't want to see him go to war. I don't want to see him in a war. He's 30. He's 38. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we talk a lot about like the legends and guys going out sad. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that all our legends we see go out sad. Like Silva, one of the greatest ever. He just went out sad. Now he's doing some good things in boxing. That Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, he looked good. And in this last fight, I don't even know why he was out there, but he looked good again. So it's like, you know, but still, in MMA, when I said John Jones, you know, he got arrested the other day, right after his Hall of Fame speech. His Hall of Fame speech where he was clearly off the eight ball. But it's just like, damn, bro. We seen him go outside to law. We seen Silva go outside to losses. GSP's the only one that didn't go outside. But the only thing about GSP is a lot of accusations that he was taking steroids. And I feel like less accusations now. Like, people aren't saying it now, but at the time it's like USADA rolls around, you're retiring. You know what I'm saying? But if you hear GSP talk, he seems like the kind of guy that would retire. But there are still a lot of skeptics that think he was just doing steroids. And when he came back and fought Bisping, nobody really respected it. I respect it because he got in there. You got to respect it. Everybody gets in there. But I did say that he dug Woodley, which was a harder fight. Bisping was an easier fight for him. He had trained with him. Bisping is Bisping, and you know, GSP is better than him in fighting. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You assumed he would beat him. I still think he took the easier fight, but he's the one legend that didn't go outside. Everyone else has went out just went out bad. Even GSP, like Johnny Hendricks beat him. I don't care what y'all say. That's probably, if you look at the fights that you've watched in full the most, I would say that's up there. I would say for me, it's probably one of my top 3 fights I've watched through. I've probably watched that fight no less than 30 times, full, straight through, no skips, no fast. And, you know, with the way we have to watch old fights now, with the bullcrap technology we got and websites going out, you got to go from clip 1, clip 2, clip 3, clip 4, clip 5. Like, and you watch all 5 of them clips, I'm telling you, there's not 3 rounds that he won. Johnny Hendricks he whooped his ass, and he kind of went outside too. But we bigging up Hendricks in this video. He whooped his ass, and he deserved the belt, and he didn't get it, and I thought it was horse shit. But whatever, GSP got the win. That's how they'll remember it. He didn't go outside. So it's like for Diaz, man, like I don't want to see him. He was already going outside in people's minds, but he was still Diaz, and it's like he's missed what, 6 years? Did I say 6 years or did I say 8? When was the last time he fought? Was it 8 years ago? My math ain't shit. Yeah, well, 8 years ago is when we watched him fight GSP. So it's like he's so far removed from significant fighting, like, and he missed the era these last 5 years where you could talk a lot of shit and get a lot of money. And he talked a lot of shit all the time. That's just who he was. And I'm not saying he didn't get a lot of money, but he never got the money he deserved. And I've spoken on this before about how that's what gets the fans to come pause. That's what gets the fans to come out and go to the fight and shit. And it's like, you know, that's like the era we're in, the shit talking era. And you see a lot of bad shit talkers, and it's annoying. And you see some good shit talkers, but this motherfucker was the best in and out of the octagon. He just talked that shit, and his confidence, he had bravado and shit, and he missed the era where that could have made him the most money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for Nick, it's just unfortunate, and now he's back, and he's got to do this shit, and I don't know what the payout is going to be. Hope he gets $1 million, probably won't, and it's like, it's fucked, bro. He's fucked, man. Like, now he's got to do this, and if he wins this fight, and something happens with the Usman and Covington fight, and he gets to fight Usman, I am scared as shit, y'all. He's like, I've been hit harder than that. Guys hit harder than that back in my day. And I'm like, Nick, I hear you, but no, I disagree. I disagree with you. Motherfuckers hitting way harder now. I'm telling you. Usman, and you know what? And I'm going to give some respect to Usman in this video, too. When Usman had Burns hurt, hey, real talk, I didn't see a man in there anymore, bro. I didn't see a man, bro. I saw the devil. The Nigerian nightmare. A nightmare came out in there. Just the look in his eyes, the way he started balling his fist, I'm like, oh shit, bro. It's about to be OV. Like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I am recording. Stop calling my phone. Gotta do this sometimes, man. People don't understand. You have an obligation to the public. But yeah, man, like I was saying, Usman turned into a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm afraid if he hurt Diaz, there could be some bullshit in there, and we don't want to see our legends go outside. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a situation where you would lead like great champions. We watched them all go outside, man, and I don't want that shit again. Like I refuse to participate in a world where we have to see Nick Diaz fight Usman and go outside. Like I just don't like that shit. Like I want to see our legends go outside, but I'm super excited for this fight and super nervous. Like that's why I recorded day of, because I couldn't even get excited yesterday. I was just sitting there and I was like watching these interviews and listening to him talk, and I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't like where this is going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But and Robbie's just a killer. And you know, Robbie's been active. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he hasn't been as active as he used to be, but he's been pretty active. He's fought some guys. You know, he's been in there. And yeah, he's took some losses and stuff, but this is an old school fight. Like, excuse me, jaw hurt. But this is an old balls. Damn, they ain't gonna get me on that one. But this is an old school fight, man. Like, it's probably gonna be some stand up back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And Robbie liked that shit. You know what I mean? And Diaz like that shit. And a lot of people, back on these damn experts, they be like, oh, look at his body. You know what I'm saying? And some of my friends said it too, and we laugh about it because we can laugh. We ain't experts. We can say whatever the hell we want. Now, that's another thing. I can get on here and say whatever I want. It could be crazy. I could be wrong. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But the experts, the people that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all listen to, that y'all really gonna see, they say some dumb shit and no one calls them on it. So I'm back. Experts. You know, look at his body, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 this and that. Like, they have fat, skinny bodies. Conor McGregor said it best, like, fat, skinny body. Like, when he's talking about Nate, like, Nick and Nate, certain people, you're not allowed to talk about, like, what you think they're gonna do in there as far as like their cardio. Like the Diaz brothers are cardio. Like, do your Googles. Like, you know what I'm saying? To the new fan who don't really know who Nick is, you hear he's Nate's older brother, you don't know what the fuck's going on. Do your Googles. They are cardio. Like, triathlon runners. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jiu-jitsu, man, what's darker than black? We'll just say black belt, that's what we have to say, but and jiu-jitsu warriors, like, you know what I'm saying, can take a good shot. Now, you know what I'm saying, the scar tissue in their faces will cut up or whatever, but and most of that's Nate. But for Nick, man, it's just like, bruh, he's a warrior. He does this. Like, you're talking about his body, and then I ain't gonna lie, in that video, his body did look shitty. But then when you saw him at the little weigh-in thing, I was like, well, he don't even look that shitty. Like, he looked decent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just one of those things, man. You know what I mean? Like, just shitty. People are shitty, and they don't know. The experts don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm not worried about Diaz. I'm not worried about his cardio, none of that shit. That's something you don't have to worry about. So, but yeah, man. In that fight, if you're asking me, you know I'm keeping it a bean. You know I gotta go War Diaz, bro, all day and night, bro. It's War Diaz. Like, he gonna win, and you know, I'm hoping he can gas Robbie. Robbie carry a lot more muscle now than he used to. I hope he can just gas him and hit him with that 1-2. I love when Diaz come out, he keep it high like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when he trying to find it and he come over the top, man. Look, man, get ready, man. Y'all about to see a show, man. Diaz gonna go in there and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, going to the rest of the card, because I guess I'll break down the whole card. Shout out Dan Hooker. I feel like it's about to be a good night for Dan Hooker. You know, all the shit he had to go through to get to with the visa and all that shit, and to make the weight. And I saw somebody say that's a real professional right there, and I agree with that. Like, he was going through a lot of stress just to even get over here and take the fight. And you know, he made the weight and he did what he was supposed to do. So, damn, excuse me. Look for Dan Hooker as get a win. And I spoke on this before. All these dudes calling Dan Hooker name, y'all calling Dan Hooker name, all this shit because he took some L's. Y'all ready to call his name? Okay. I hope he go out here and get this win. I hope he get him a finish. And then, you know what I'm saying, to all the Chimzats and the, you know, Islams, whatever whoever the motherfuckers is. Another guy just said his name the other day. His name slips me. I'm like, are you calling out Dan Hooker? Stop that, man. Y'all love to talk that junk. So watch Dan Hooker get him a win. He ain't even on the main card. Like, y'all getting the show, man. We getting Dan Hooker on a prelim card. Like, man, look for Dan Hooker to go out there and get a win. I'm not gonna talk too much about that fight, honestly, because I want to get to the Shevchenko fight. So here's the situation. You know, Valentina, every time she fights, I just be like, they all food. Shevchenko, y'all know what I'm with. Like, I say they're all food. There's nothing they can do with her. And I want to tell y'all, from the bottom of my heart, I completely stand on everything I said. And I don't take anything back. And I'm not wrong. And Lauren Murphy is tough. And, you know, I like the style she brings. I think that she thinks that she can stand with Valentina. And I think that that is the reason why we're going to get another exciting knockout from Valentina, because Jessica, I thought the same thing. She was like, I can just stand right in front of her. And it took one kick and she was asleep. And it's like, Lauren Murphy, I think she thinks she can close the distance and get in the pocket with Valentina. And I think that that is the best way to try to fight her. Get in the pocket and try to, like, make it dirty. I think a lot of people are scared to do it, and they get nervous, and they never even are able to get on the inside with her because they're at her kick range. And they end up getting kicked, and they end up getting just worked. And I think that Lauren Murphy presents a good challenge for Valentina. She's a fighter who's going to go out there, and she's not gonna give up. And I don't think she's going to stray away from her game plan, even if Valentina is touching her up with the hands. I think that she is willing to take a few to get inside, to do what she wants to do, land that knee to the body, and, you know, push Valentina up against the fence and make it a dirty fight. And I respect her. And she's gonna lose in 2 rounds because it's Valentina. I just one of those things where it's like she's so skilled. You never see anybody out skill her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that second Amanda fight, I thought she won. That's just me. I'm not even gonna get into that bag right now because I could talk about that shit for hours. And, you know, if you watch the full fight, you'd be like, oh man, well, damn, they could have. Yeah, they could have. But no, man, I think that Valentina is just too skilled. I just think that she really has no weakness unless you're an outstanding wrestler. You're gonna attempt to wrestle her. I still don't think you have a great shot, but I think you could try that. I also think that a little sleeve want to roll up a little bit. Shirt's cheap, but I think that if you want to try to get inside on her and, you know what I'm saying, take that range away from her, I think that's that may be a good way to go. You know what I'm saying? And I think Lauren Murphy is going to try that, and we're going to see what happens. You know, a lot of people joke that. No, I'm not gonna do that. But nah, man, she is a monster, and we're gonna see what happens. I think Murphy's won 5 or 6 in a row, and she deserves to be here. We needed a new name for Valentina, honestly, and we got it. And I think that it's an honest situation where she will win this fight, and then we're gonna look around and we're gonna say, okay, now you're in that Amanda territory where it's like, we don't have many opponents left for you right now. Give us about a year. You know what I'm saying? We're developing some people, but we don't have anybody for you right now. So I think she's just about to be in a bad situation, honestly. And, you know, I hate to say that, but it's just where they're at 125 pounds is, excuse me, it's not the greatest right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm looking for this video, y'all. I wanted to watch this video. The top Ultimate Fighter coach fights. But yeah, man, Valentina too. It's what she does. You know what I'm saying? But look for Lauren Murphy to make that first round interesting. And I think Valentina she's just adjusts to her adjustments, man. They're too great. And I think Valentina's skill set is that of if we end up in a situation where I don't like how even the striking is with you, I can take you down. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, Lauren Murphy, she's strong. If you see her fight, like, and I've said this before, it's funny when people use, like, strength as like someone's best best not what's the word, their best like offense or whatever. Like, man, strength, that's their top weapon. But it's like she's strong as shit, and I think she's gonna try to muscle Valentina. But I still think that with technique, Valentina can still get the takedown she wants. I think she could just win the fight. So it's like I say Valentina in 2 or 3. I ain't gonna spend too much time there. But I will, like I said, if Lauren Murphy is the person to defeat her, when I get on, I will get right back on here Monday morning, and I'll let y'all know, like, hey, I was like, I'm happy that I was wrong. Like, Lauren Murphy was that woman. She tested her, and here we are. But not gonna happen. But let's get to this main event, man. You know, Volkanovski doesn't get enough respect. And I'll tell you why. I'm talking about from MMA fans like you and I. He don't get enough respect from us because he gets too much respect from the experts. You know, I don't like how those Holloway fights get talked about. But I think that we as fans, especially us as Holloway fans, we just have to we have to accept it. We have to accept that Volkanovski beat him twice. We have to accept that. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't accept that because I think Holloway won. I thought he won. Was it the second fight? I do this all the time because I be forgetting. Is it the second fight or the first fight? The one of the fights, the second fight when Volkanovski got that late takedown, I still thought that he lost. I still thought Holloway had to win. The first one, I felt like Holloway had to win for sure. As the champion, I did not think that. I thought it was close with the leg kick, but I did not think they would take his belt. Then the second fight, he had much more success, and I was like, they're going to give him his belt back, and they didn't, and I was like, fuck. Still think Holloway's the best featherweight in the world. That's just what it is. But we got to give Volkanovski his respect because, Holloway was starching. He was starching him. He was picking him up. He was starching him. Ortega. Then he lost the belt. You seen what he did to Calvin? Like, Holloway was starching him, you know what I'm saying? So for Volkanovski to keep those fights close, you know what I'm saying? I think that he just deserves a little more respect, you know what I'm saying, than he's getting. You know what I mean? And I think that we have to come together and decide that we're gonna respect them. We're not gonna respect them as much as this MMA media is doing. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna just ride him because we don't feel that he's that guy. But at the same time, he went in there and made it close with that guy 2 times, and it's like he got 2 wins. And though I feel like he shouldn't have, there's no reason to discredit him. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm here to give it up for Volkanovski. His stand up is together, and he knows how to fight longer fighters. Like, he's got the recipe for these longer guys. He's gonna hit that front leg. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hit that front leg. He's gonna land his power shots when he can. You know what I'm saying? And if he doesn't feel that you can knock him out, like with the Holloway fight, if he doesn't feel that you could really get him out of there, maybe less respect. You know what I'm saying? There may be less respect in how many power shots he decides to land. And Ortega, I don't know, like in the Korean Zombie fight, y'all know me, man. Y'all already know. I'm gonna talk about that fight every video. Like every video, I'm gonna speak on that fight and speak on how just amazing he looked with the stand up and how we just never expected that from him. You know what I'm saying? But with Ortega, I'm sorry, with Volkanovski, he knows how to fight that longer fighter. And when they watched the Korean Zombie fight, him and his team, I bet they were like, oh, his stand-up looked better, like a lot better. Like, yeah, we'll give him his respect, but he's not gonna hurt me with his power. And I think that he would say, hey, Holloway had more power than him. And I think if that's the case, if he goes in there and he's like, man, I think Holloway had more power. Though, man, I just look at their bodies back to back. Holloway is he's got a bigger back. And he's got some pop to his shots, but he's not throwing 100, and it's not, you know what I'm saying? And Ortega knows not to sit down on his shots, but also he knows that if Volkanovski starts landing those power punches, because Volkanovski feels like there's no power coming back, it could be a long fucking night, or it could be a short night. Like, if Volkanovski feels like, hey, you don't have it in the hands. Like, you're not able to hurt me. I'm gonna take more chances. I'm gonna stop throwing that kick to the body, and I'm just gonna step straight in and I'm gonna throw my punches. Hey man, it's gonna be over. He gonna knock Ortega out. You know what I'm saying? I think Ortega's going out. So I don't know, man. But back to respecting Volkanovski, his freaking footwork, man. He knows how to fight these longer guys, man. He knows where to find his counter shots, his feints, man. His feints are so good. And I think, man, honestly, this could really be honestly, y'all, this could be a show. He could put on a show against Ortega and really show how elite his striking is, because Max Holloway didn't go for all the feints and stuff. Like, Max didn't, like, he went for some of them, but like, Max is so sound with his stand up that I think that Volkanovski, though he looked good, he didn't even look good as he possibly could. And we're not saying that Ortega's in any way whatsoever the striker Max Holloway is. You seen what Max did to him. But I mean, we got to give it up for Ortega. Like, that Korean zombie fight, dog. I mean, I was like, who is this man? Is this a different person? Like, who are these? Who is this? Like, who are you? So it's like, it's one of the situations where we got to put some respect on it. So it's like, putting respect on it. I don't know. Any young, and this is gonna be so interesting because they didn't fight the first time because of COVID or whatever. And it's like, if his striking has just progressed more, is he on the level where he can stand with Volkanovski? It's gonna be crazy to watch. And if he is, man, is he gonna have some shit from Max Holloway? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how far has Brian Ortega came? He's so young, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think Volkanovski he has the recipe for these taller guys, and you know. But I do worry with the leg kick though. If he goes more leg kick heavy, especially with his outside leg kick, because Ortega, man, he doesn't get enough credit for his wrestling either. Like, if Ortega needed a takedown, he could find one. And a lot of guys say, if he gets your back, it's over. If he gets a hold of your neck, it's a wrap. Like, you seen Cub Swanson survive that first one, but hey, the next round he was on his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really, and I think because his striking progressing so much that people forget, if he grabs you, it's a wrap. Like, Brian T City Ortega, like, if he grabs you, it's a wrap. Like, his chokes, man, so good, and he really made his name on that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. He really put his stamp on it and said, like, hey, I'm gonna be this great jiu-jitsu guy. And I feel like that hurt him originally because he didn't take enough time with stand-up. Like, it was sloppy and it was horrible. But now that he's put time into both, don't forget that he can still choke the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like he's putting it together. And I always talk about, like, evolving in the game and stuff, and like how guys, like, you see guys get better, you see some guys stay the same, and when guys stay the same and other guys are getting better, they lose. And, you know, he is really, and old guys get better too. Like, although, like, he won't get the credit for this because of the Holloway losses, but he dropped down to 135, and I feel like he didn't lose that fight to Marlon, but whatever. I ain't get on that, but like, he gets better every time we see him. Like, since those losses, we just see him getting better and better. Like, he's just progressing. He just looks good. You know what I'm saying? That Peter Yan fight, I think Yan was just better. He's younger, so he got him. But I mean, Aldo and I just like how active he's talking. Like, hey, who want to fight? Like, is anybody care for a knock? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm trying to get it in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a situation where I just don't know how good T City's gonna be on the feet against Volkanovski. Like, that's where I'm a little nervous. I just don't know what it's gonna look like. You know what I mean? And I'm interested. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I got in here, said the game wasn't the same. Talk about it's not a lot of fighters that wake you up and you just really want to see. But I tell you, man, T City, he. You want to see Ortega. Like, I want to see him. I just want to see how far have you come. He had more time. It's like, how good can you be on the feet? You know what I mean? And I'm interested. And his history against fighting guys that weren't as long as him. And Volkanovski, I feel like Volkanovski's arms are long for his size. But like, shorter guys, smaller men, he's had some success. Like, you know what I'm saying? Frankie, Claguita, like, you know, I think that I don't know. I don't know who I give the size advantage to. I mean, I feel like I have to give it to Volkanovski because he beat Holloway. And Holloway's the best guy. He's the best and he's the longest. So it's like I gotta give him his respect. But I don't know, man. Like I think Ortega can handle himself, especially because he's getting so much better. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. That's gonna be an interesting one. But if you had to ask me for like a prediction to keep it real with you, honestly, I think it just depends on what Ortega, and that's the most exciting thing about this fight. We don't even know how good Ortega's gonna be out there, but if you're asking me, like gun to head, I'm gonna have to take Ortega. Nah, I'm gonna take Volkanovski. He is so sound on his feet. Like he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? Like he reminds me of Jan in a sense where he's just so sound. And then man, they team, man. That's it in kickboxing, man. Them boys ain't no hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they come out and they get it in. You know what I mean? And all those guys deserve a lot of respect, man. They come out there and they get it in. And they all of them are just so good on the feet. Like they're just so good on the feet. Yeah, man, Ortega knocked out Frankie, man. It was sad. It hurt me, but they're just so sound on the feet, man. I don't know. I really don't know where to go in that fight. But I will tell you this though. To continue on with what I've been saying, like I said a few weeks ago, what I've been saying for a while. I don't care that they don't like each other. And I appreciate what Brian Ortega said when he was interviewed and they asked him about it. He was like, "Oh, I don't expect that he's gonna go out there and not be who he's always been. Like, I don't think he's gonna let his anger get the best of him." I ain't gonna lie, y'all, man. I call it the Experts Podcast, but I feel really good when I don't listen to too much bullshit. Like some bullshit just seeps in because I read articles, but man, when you don't hear too much bullshit about a fight, it really gets you excited for it. I'm about to unsubscribe from all these experts right now. But no. You know, I appreciate him saying that. Like, yeah, he don't like me, I annoy him or whatever, and I don't know why he's doing that, but who cares? Like, it's a situation where he is sound, he's gonna do his thing, and I'm gonna do my thing. So, I don't know. And with Volkanovski being that size with the length, like, he's a small guy, but his arms are long for his size. It's like, man, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Like, it's gonna be an interesting matchup, and I'm ready for it. And I just think Volkanovski's too good on the feet, man. I don't know if Ortega has come along enough to say that he can strike with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This is an interesting fight, man. I really don't know. To the steroid thing, because I want to touch on that a little bit. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it either way. Because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they talked about steroids, but I don't know if he actually ever had a positive test for steroids. You know what I'm saying? That was just one of those things. And I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me see. I don't know about that. I think that was kind of fabricated. I think that was like more trash talk than anything. I don't know, man. Y'all listen to me, man. I tell y'all all the time. When you watch this event tonight, especially because Joe Rogan ain't gonna be there, watch it on mute. Just watch it on mute and appreciate the fighting you're seeing. Fuck the experts. Fuck what they talking about. Watch this yourself with your own eyes. Have some friends over. Do your thing. Throw a party. Do whatever you want. But watch this with your own eyes. Your eyes. Do not let the experts sway you because there's going to be some decisions tonight and y'all are going to be like, oh, I think such and such won. You're going to be wrong because they told you such and such won. I'm taking Volkanovski. Yeah, I'm taking Volkanovski. I keep looking at him face off. I'm taking Volkanovski. I think. Yeah, his head's so damn big. I'm taking Volkanovski. That big ass head. Look at that neck. His neck kind of long though. We're taking. It's over, but I'm taking Volkanovski. I'll take Volkanovski by decision. I'll take Valentina. I'll take Nick, of course. Blades and Rules and Strike. Okay, so good fight here. Blades says he's put that Derek Lewis knockout out of his mind. I think he has, and y'all know I like Blades. I feel like he was owed a title shot a few years ago, and he got sold, and they screwed him. And with John Jones still not even getting his title shot, and with Game, I think he's better than Francis. But I don't know. Francis is a monster, so it's like we don't know what's going to happen there. So Blades is outside looking in, but I think he can beat Rosenstrike. I think Blades gets this win. I think Blades just does what Blades does. He takes you down and he beats you. You know what I'm saying? Rosenstrike, I think he's good. You know, but I don't think he can stick with. Blade. Blade's wrestling just too good. He's an amazing wrestler for that size. So I think he'll get it done. I seen Calvillo fighting Andrade. It's hard to pick against Andrade ever because she is so strong. Her wrestling's so great. So we're gonna see. We'll see there. I don't know. I don't know. I like to see Andrade get a win. When Andrade wins. I love to see us. I love to see her celebrate. Some people. It's weird to say, but some people when they win, you just see how much this game means to them. You know what I'm saying? And you just. It gets you happy. You know what I'm saying? You might even like this fighter, but when they win, you just yes. You know what I'm saying? But she on the outside looking in too, because the top 3 women, she's not going to beat any of them. Zhang knocked out. I think Rose would get her again if they fought. I like that Rose is going to fight Zhang again. I'm excited for that. I think that was a good callback. That was a good rematch set there. And then Valentina just knocked her out. She not messing with Valentina, but who cares? She beat Rose once. They tied. They can figure it out. She can jump 5 rows again. Who knows? But I hope she wins here. Matter of fact, yeah, really, actually, y'all, hold on, because I don't know what the rankings are for. Wait, hold on. What weight class is this fight at? They're fighting at flyweight. Okay, so let me see. Let me check these rankings, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh no, it's at flyweight. Oh, that's 25 for women. If it was a strawweight, I'd feel different. It's over. No, never mind. It's not gonna happen the way I thought it was gonna happen. But hope she goes out there and wins. And I like to see her move. I like to see her fight Rose again somewhere, if possible. I guess. I mean, I don't know. This is at flyweight. Damn, I wish it was a strawweight. Damn, whatever. I like Jessica Andrade, but there's a few more fights tonight. Marlon Morales fighting tonight. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I know he's fighting tonight. That's what's up. Who's he fighting? Oh, he's fighting this nigga. Is the dude from Georgia or something? Yeah, it is. Alright, we got some good fights. Some good fights tonight. Oh, Zeno Jr.'s fighting tonight. Yeah, now I'm just whispering to the mic. Alright, y'all, look. Y'all know the winners. Y'all know what's gonna happen. And man, talk with your boy Frank. He's back, and I'm out.